Noble Annie is in second. In third position, Colleen Danu, a break of about 4 lengths then to Piper's Boreen in green and red on the outside of Silver Lark and Jimmy's Dream. In mid-division towards the outside, the odds-on favourite, Old Ground. Also in mid-division is Hold On A Minute, and with them in the hoop colours is Smile Again. As they continue downhill towards the straight, Moore, Tom Hamilton going along out in front. From towards the inside, Noble Annie's Paul Bannon. Alongside that one is Colleen Danu, Maxine O'Sullivan. They're closely followed on the approach to the straight by Piper's Boreen, Finney Maguire, the red and yellow of Jimmy's Dream, and John Gleeson. The grey is Silver Lark, under Harry Swan. Around the outside, All Ground, Patrick Mullins to the inner. In the yellow colours is Hold On A Minute and Charlie Mullins as they straighten up. Also in mid-division at this stage, A Wander Down Under, Tiernan Power Roach. Taking a keen hold towards the back, Cedarwood, a first ride for Jessica Grant. As they head up the straight, in the centre of the course, Moore leads. Over towards the far side is Noble Annie's. Just behind them is Colleen Danu in blue and orange, the green and red then. In fourth position, Piper's Boreen. Improving over towards the inside is Cedarwood, making rapid headway to join them. Jimmy's Dream is behind them in red and yellow, the grey Silver Lark next as they head past the winning post and taking over in front. Cedarwood from Moore, the inside Noble Annie's. Then in fourth position, Colleen Danu ahead of Piper's Boreen. Jimmy's Dream is next ahead of Silver Lark, and then Smile Again towards the outside of that group is Old Ground as they continue uphill away from the stands. Alongside Old Ground is Hold On A Minute. Towards the inside is Forza Angelina, and behind them as they head to the turn into the back straight, towards the inside is Little Green Lady. Wide of that one as they make the turn to head up the far side is A Wander Down Under, and also at the back is Texas Flame as they head up the far side. Cedarwood in the lead, Moore a close second with Noble Annie's towards the inside. A clear break of about 5 lengths then to Colleen Danu, and a further break of almost 4 to Piper's Boreen. Behind them, Silver Lark. Jimmy's Dream is towards the inside. And then Smile Again. Alongside Smile Again is Forza Angelina. Old Ground is towards the outside, bumped along for a few strides, trying to improve. And behind that group, as they head to the top of the track, is Texas Flame. Making the turn at the top of the hill, Cedarwood towards the inside, Noble Annie's right with them, Moore, and they're tracked on the descent by Colleen Danu on the outside in fourth. Few lengths then to Piper's Boreen. Behind them, the red and yellow of Jimmy's Dream, Silver Lark, Smile Again, beginning to improve around the outside, but the white cap is the odds-on favourite Old Ground. Also trying to get into it is Forza Angelina. As they continue on the approach to the straight, towards the inside, Noble Annie's. In the centre, the blue and orange of Colleen Danu. Moore still there in the maroon and white. Behind them, in fourth spot is Piper's Boreen. Old Ground improves around them now into fifth. Trying to improve behind them, driven along, is Jimmy's Dream. Also trying to make headway, Smile Again, but as they head on up the straight, over 2 furlongs to race. Over towards the left, Noble Annie's. In the centre is Colleen Danu. Down the outside, quickening up the challenge is Old Ground, and they're chased at this stage in the green and red by Piper's Boreen. Over on the far side, Noble Annie's. Old Ground challenging, and Old Ground is taken over, goes to the front from Noble Annie's. Battling for the third spot, Piper's Boreen and Colleen Danu. But Old Ground stretching away is going to make an impressive debut. Old Ground wins in the colours of the Flynn's, wins for Patrick and Willie Mullins. Close for the runner-up spot between Piper's Boreen, Colleen Danu, and towards the inside, Noble Annie's.
Old Ground justifies short price favouritism, winning really well inside the final furlong. But if you looked at this filly all the way throughout the race, this mare, a 5-year-old now, she was bumped along a long way out by Patrick Mullins at times, particularly here at the winning post with a circuit to go, passing that horse gate. He just had to be chased along, but given the calibre of the horse, one by one they began to fall away. The penny began to drop at this filly, and once Patrick got rolling and passing a few towards the outer of the track, it looked like she was always going to pick up and win well, and she duly did, picking up strongly and winning in quite impressive. Getting that all-important winning bracket as a well-bred filly, but looks like one that should continue to progress. Be very interested to see Connection's plans going forward given this at the start of the season that she started off in May, but she stretches clear, doing it in really good style. Back in possibly in second, Piper's Boreen may well have rallied to get second. We're waiting the result of that. Alongside in the middle, a horse rallying really well towards the middle. Noble Annie's perhaps 16, Piper's Boreen second. Number 17 has been called third. And number 8 has been called fourth, Noble Annie's. But a very good performance, Angus. Didn't look likely at times. She was quite green, but once the penny began to drop, stayed on well. And number 9, Old Ground, gets off the mark in good style at the end.
Yeah, flew up the home straight, I thought. She came home very strongly, taken very wide by Patrick Mullins, but we predicted that, trying to find the better ground on her, and she was just too good for them, John.
Certainly was, yeah, but it's a good run by the, I think, eventually fourth. The horses stayed on the inside, Noble Annie's all the way. Cheek pieces for the first time seems to have made a difference, but I think it's just been one of the places. But the second, third and fourth have all seen the track. Piper's Boreen, Colleen Danu and Noble Annie's. They're clear from the remainder. Say it wasn't a strong race in depth, but the winner's done it in good style and yeah, very strong in the market. Old Ground bred to be pretty useful and done it nicely despite having to be just nudged along at various times of the race.
And cheered home up the home straight as well by the crowd. 4-11 favourite takes the last. Piper's Boreen 25 to 1 second. Colleen Danu third at 15 to 2. 14 ran.